Down in the hollow we gather round, spreading good vibes with money to be found. Baseball on the mind, best relay with the best chat on YouTube. We say, hey, play. Handicapping games, we know the score. Talking stats and runs will make you roar. Ain't no better way to spend the day than laughing and betting with say, hey, plays. Handicapping games, we know the score. Talking stats and runs will make you roar. Ain't no better way to spend the day than laughing and betting with say, hey, plays. Say, hey, plays, where the odds are sweet. We make the picks and you can feel the beat. With a grin and a chuckle, we never sway, making money and memories that say, hey, plays.
Alrighty, say hey everyone, welcome into another edition of Say Hey Plays. My name is Jose Bouquett. Over there is the host of the tailgate happening here next week, actually, I believe. First one. Gonna dip your toes into the college football world and all that happens. It's our guy, Dabby Cab. Like I said, hosting the tailgate starting very soon. Dabby, hello. Nice to see you. How are you?
We will not be using whatever country AI music you just used to make our intro for that song.
What are you talking? That was me.
What do you mean that was you?
That was me. You didn't think that was me singing?
No, Jose, that was not you singing. Did you use AI for that? I held my words back from what I wanted to say.
I can't reveal my source. Maybe I hired a band. Maybe I hired a band that really likes the show, Dabby. I don't know. Who's to say? But it's nice to see you.
JPZ, and then there's whatever the hell that was.
Well, let's not talk shit about that lovely band that I hired. It was my voice, obviously, as the intro there. So it's nice to see you, Dabby. Yes, new intro. And yes, I made the new intro with only 2 say hey lefts on Saturday. So it's nice to see everyone. Yes, like I said, 2 say heys left. We're going this week. Next week will be our last say hey on Saturday. And Dabby Cab takes over to dominate the college football season, the tailgate, breaking down the games on Saturday morning, and then the live stream of his game right after. It's going to be a lot of fun, Dabby. And we're going to see a lot of you and a lot of Moose, I believe, correct?
Yeah, and my guy Winetine in the chat. Shout out to Winetine. He's in there. Winetine is an excellent college football capper, and he will be a huge part of what we are doing on Saturday morning. So shout out to my dude Winetine. I hope the honeymoon? I hope the honeymoon was awesome, man.
Yes. How was your lovely wife's birthday, by the way?
It was good. I mean, that was a week ago.
Oh, sorry. I just remembered that you missed last week because of that. So I just wanted to know, what'd you guys end up doing?
Dinner. Bought her something nice. The same shit you always do. I spent money.
Okay, fair enough. Well, at least you spent money. I'm sure she appreciated that, and I'm sure she appreciated the happy birthday from ourselves. So it's nice to see everyone, like I said in the chat. I am going to do my fucking damnedest today, Coogie Cam, to not say honestly, admittedly, and obviously. I don't know why. Those are like my crutch words, and I just fucking use them to death. And I'm going to try to fucking do my best to not use them today. So we're going to do our best, Coogie here. It's nice to see everyone in the chat bright and early here on a Saturday morning. It's nice. Justin McKelvey, who we may or may not be getting today on the show live for a live Stacks POD. Let's pray to God that Wi-Fi holds together. Justin, nice to see you in the chat. Crystal Craig, by the way, Roland, another Jake Berger prop here. Cab, I know you love to see that. Keep on rolling until it stops. Shout out to you, Crystal. Swiggy in the chat as well, reminding everyone today, huge UFC stream today. It's going to be a lot of fun. It is Adesanya Duplessis. It's going to be a fun fight. I obviously took Duplessis because I have a lot of people around us telling us to bet him. So it should be very interesting to watch. And Yes, I did see this, Swig. A little Morgan Spooner action here. 4-0. 6 units yesterday, Morgan. We see you, Morgan. We see you, and we acknowledge your greatness yesterday. Shout out to you. Yes, the Pub Sports Radio website, a beautiful thing, has gives us these highlights and lets us know what you guys are on. Just put POD at the end of your play of the day, and our guy Swig will track it. And if your record is wrong, don't fucking freak the fuck out. Just ask Swig, hey, can we go over this to make sure?
My record's been wrong since that shit started, and you don't see me crying about it. That shit hasn't been right. That shit hasn't been right for one day. Not one day.
I'm specifically referring to my dude who threw a little bitch fit. But I'm sure Swig fixed it already. And, my dude,
I can relate. I threw one too and nothing changed. So I just stopped talking about it.
Exactly. See, that's one. You throw your bitch fit, we'll let you throw it. And then when you're done, we'll just, fix the problem, hopefully, and then move on. So that's the ideal scenario here. But shout out to Swig. I know it's hard to pull all of those bets from the chat. So shout out to you. Everyone in the chat, Truth Teller, Oldie, and yes, my dude in here. We know 31 and 23. Congratulations, my dude. I'm proud of you. 3-0. At least you're winning. And the thought that I was thinking about while my dude was throwing his little BF yesterday was,
hey, how about this? I'm 13-3. My last 16 bets on Monday on Medicate Mondays. And then I got to turn around and do Jimmy's show the next day and not see a single unit of that count towards what I'm doing.
Well, blame Jimmy. He's the record keeping lord. That's on him. But I'll tell you this. At the very least, it doesn't matter what this fucking record is. If you're making the bets and you're cashing the bets, it doesn't matter because the money, I'm sure, feels so much better. So shout out to all you guys. Those who freak out about your record and those who don't.
Here's the deal. Swig put it in the chat. They beat me up too. What Swig's doing is for the channel, and he's putting up bets for people to see that we're making. And regardless of if the records are exactly right or wrong, there are bets for people who don't know shit about Pub Sports Radio that might be checking it out for the first time. And if they want to bet to tail, there's a bet there from our cappers. And I think that's wonderful. So at the end of the day, with the negatives and positives, it is a positive. So keep up the good work, Swig.
Yes. So we all understand. Maybe your records get you a little emotional, but all that matters is you're getting that cash. We'll fix the records and we'll have everything running by football season, hopefully pristinely, which is happening very soon. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you guys for having the patience with our guy Swig. We love Swig. Shout out to you, bust his ass, and shout out to Pierce as well. No one talks about Pierce, but shout out to you, Pierce. I see you, Pierce. And shout out to everyone again in the chat. We've got Jermaine Colony, Raymond Reichart in here as well. Joey Harb. I see everyone loves the song. It's nice to see everyone that loves the intro. It's very funny that people are calling me a closet hick now. You can blame my lovely girlfriend Helga for that. She's trying to impose Texas culture on me. So it's going to be very fun. Yeah, she's been trying to get me in boots forever. Cab, could you ever see me in a pair of fucking cowboy boots?
Jose, you're the type of person that I could see dressed up in anything.
Okay, that's fair. No, he said Cab said that he could see me dressed up as anything, or as anything. So he could see me wearing a dress, wig, the whole thing. And you know what? I probably would wear it for the laugh. So, there's that. Cab, I know Dutch doesn't watch Saturday Say Hey Plays, obviously, so I can say this and him not know about it. I have really considered on Medicate Monday, like painting my nails, throwing a wig on, just stuff to bother Dutch a little bit.
I poke Dutch all the time, and I can tell you exactly what he'll do. He'll just take you off screen like you can't put yourself right back on screen. He'll be like, "Oh, yay!"
Yeah. So I've thought about all those random things just to poke at Dutch a little bit, but it's nice to see again. It's nice to see everyone in the chat.
You did see that picture that circulated of Caleb Williams holding hands with Little Dirk, though, didn't you?
I don't know who that is, so no.
He's a rapper, and all I'm saying is the paint and the nails and all that's one thing. Now you're holding hands with little Dirk, bro, on the football field too. Like, come on, bro. What is going on?
He's going to be the best quarterback in the league in like 5-10 years, something like that. Well, it's our best quarterback in the league besides Mahomes. And it's going to be really funny when everyone hates on him. MJ Fault.
Justin said 100% going to tell Dutch you said that. Justin, what, you think there's anything that I won't say to you think there's anything that I won't say to somebody? I told him a dude with no legs was taller than him last week. I guess if you guys aren't turning in.
that was well played. So it was very funny. Thank you, Man Bear Pig, for complimenting my singing. Yeah, I thought I did a great job. My vocals were really good there as well. Some of the lyrics, I'm not a lyricist, but it happens. It happens. But let's get right into it, Dabby Cat. We've been bullshitting here for a little bit. I'm going to very much try to avoid my crutch words today, and we're going to have a great, great time. And by the way, I think this does sum up Dabby Cab or Dutch really well. Coogie Cam saying it well. Dutch will call you gay, and then he says he loves gay people. So shout out to you, Dutch, wherever you are. We appreciate your opinions, Dutch. We appreciate your opinions here. But let's get into it. Dabby Cab had a good day yesterday. We're back as a winning capper. A lot of ass slapping happening at the Bouquett household last night because we're feeling great about ourselves. Not because we all have COVID, apparently. Shout out to children, by the way.
What?
I know. Helga works with children, and children bring diseases, and Helga now has COVID, and Helga's going to give me COVID now. So it's going to be a fun next week or so. But, and yes, JPZ, go rewind it. A new intro. I made it myself. I sung it myself, JPZ. You just go ahead and see what you have to say.
JPZ. Caleb Williams would like it.
I'm sure. I hope he does. He's a great guy. Great quarterback. By the way, that purse, his merce that he had, I watched the Hard Knocks. I thought the purse made it look real small and dainty. That's a big ass purse, carrying a bunch of shit in there. So, shout out to Caleb Williams. That's kind of the thing nowadays. So, but let's talk about baseball. We have to get into the baseball here. And Dabby Cab, of all the teams that I've bet on, there's one team that stands apart that draws my ire the most. And mark it down, Dabby Cab, on August 17th, 2024. I wipe my hands clean of the Seattle Mariners. I'm done with the Seattle Mariners. I will not be betting the Seattle Mariners anymore. They're dead to me. They're done. I'm over it. I can't do it anymore. So I'm not betting this game. I bet the Mariners yesterday. They do what they do. They lose that game. So I'm not betting this game. I don't like Luis Castillo. This total was a little high for what the Mariners games typically are. We get 7s and such. But I'm not moving on this game. We'll go to the market here, and the market is kind of screaming under. It's very interesting. Again, I don't know why they gave it such a high total in this game, but 88% of the bets, 87% of the money on said over in this game. And this opened up at an 8, and we are now at an 8.5. So line movement saying might be an over kind of game. I think it's an under kind of game. I just don't like either of these teams. Well, I don't like the Mariners. So I'm out. I'm done. No more Mariners games for me. Dabby Cab, what do you think?
I mean, theoretically, I like the Mariners. I agree with everything you've been saying. They're not a team that I've been betting on at all this year. They're not a team that I want to start betting on right now. They can't hit the fucking baseball. They've never been able to. And
they cannot. It fucking kills me to watch. It made me so angry the last 2 days.
It's that simple. They can't fucking hit. And as somebody who loves good pitching, there is an allure that I'm drawn towards this Mariners team. And even Castillo sitting at 10-11, and even with his struggles this year, I love the idea of backing Castillo in a game where the Mariners technically are still playing to fight to get in the playoffs. They are not that far behind the Astros. They are 100% still alive. They've got a guy on the mound who, you think you should be able to go out and get a win against. This is a Mariners spot. But for me, I'm not betting this shit. I can't trust an offense that I don't think can put up 5 runs.
Agreed. No action for me. I hate this game. I hate this team. Shout out to you, Nasty Nate. The Red Sox did smash yesterday, and we were on it. Let's go, Nasty Nate. It was a great time. I'm not moving on this game, and JPZ likes the intro. So thank you, JPZ. Like I said, obviously, clearly my voice on that, and I clearly am just multi-talented and play the drums and whatever the fuck else was in there. Guitar? I don't know. But yes, shout out to you, JPZ. Thank you for the sign of approval. And Tony Cobbs saying it best here. The Mariners suck. My home team. God bless you, Tony. God bless you. Maybe next year. Next game up, Yankees-Tigers. Yankees featuring Carlos Rodon, Kiter Montero on the other side for Los Tigers here. And I should check the weather just real quick to see if we have any rainouts or games in red. Only one, and of course it is the Red Sox game, so that's a little annoying. But let's talk about my good buddy Carlos Rodon here, who can definitely be victimized with late inning or late season fatigue. You can definitely take him and bet against him, but that All-Star break definitely helps. 5 2/3, no earned runs, 6 strikeouts, 5 walks in his last appearance against the Rangers, just tiptoeing on the edge of disaster. I'm not a Carlos Rodon guy anymore. I've wanted to fade him more than I've wanted to back him as we get deeper into the season. The line movement is going his direction. This opened up at minus 175, and now we've got a minus 215, 230 actually now. Got to give my shit a refresh real quick. With 79% of the bets and 95% of the money on the Yankees here. Yeah, I don't take run lines, minus ones, etc. If I had to take one, probably be in this game. Total went from 8.5 to now a 9. 88% of the bets, 87% of the money on the over. Which part?
Did you say minus 1?
I said I wouldn't if I don't take minus ones and run lines, but if I was, this would be the spot on the Yankees.
Minus 1 would be like minus 150 on this game.
Or more. Yeah, no, just an example of like a run line kind of situation. That's the only way I can bet them. Bless you, Helga. Bless you, Helga.
Bless you, Helga.
Cab said bless you as well. Yeah, she's dying over there. Like I said, she has COVID. It's gonna be fun to watch. And my Venezuelan immune system is not gonna allow me to get it, Cab. So we're just gonna be she's super strong here in the next few days and not get it, right? I think the Yankees, but no action here for me. Oh, let's get him out. That was bad timing by us.
Yeah, it's all good though. Everybody can see. Everybody else, I mean, several people are partaking with me also. And if you don't smoke, it's cool. But if you do, it's a lot fucking cooler. So if you're going to, oh wait, wrong show. My bad. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. By the way, Nasty Nate saying that's intro sounded like K-pop. That gives me a shiver down my spine. When I drive by a K-pop store, there's a K-pop store for whatever reason here, Cab, and I just get goosebumps. I start sweating. I get nervous.
That song literally was the worst thing I've ever heard.
What are you talking about, dude? Me and my band got together. It was great. What are you talking about?
I just now that I've let it move on, I just want to tell you it was that bad. Like literally, it's like I was like, dude,
what?
God, like what is this fucking blues?
We might have to play this again. We might have to play this again. We might have to get a poll.
But it was that bad, bro. Anyways, Yankees here. I'd take them on the run line if I was going to bet it. It's that simple. They own the Tigers. You can just look. Back their last 10 games, 8-2 record over the Tigers. That goes back to August of 2023. 3-1 in Detroit over that time period. Arguably the best, regular season team in baseball year in, year out here with the Yankees. And I don't see any reason why, they can't win this game by a couple runs. I'd take the Yankees on the run line. Just not a bet I make.
I agree with you here. I'm making the poll right now, you son of a bitch. Like the new intro song. All right. I'm going to start the poll here. We'll have it up for the whole show. And after a few breakdowns here, we're going to...
I'll vote on that. I'll make sure
we're going to replay the intro as well. God damn, you guys, you motherfuckers. Me and my band, we got together and we grinded for hours trying to put some good lyrics down. You sons of bitches. The Sweet Life of Jose and Helga would be a great show. That'd be fucking hilarious. So that's funny. Shout out to Aaron Garza. Aaron, you don't have to cash at me directly, my man. Just become a member of Pub Sports Radio. Support the channel in any way you can, Aaron. This is what we do here, and we give out these picks for free. We have fun while doing it, and we fucking make money, Aaron. So become a member. Support the channel. We've got a lot of shit going on here as well. Something I didn't mention off the top of the program, Dabby. Cappers Contest. We're back. Cappers Contest is live. It's going to be a lot of fun here. 5 picks against the spread. You guys know the fucking deal at this point. 3 years of this shit. It's going to be a great time again. So sign up right now at the Pub Sports Radio website. Oh, man. It's going to be a beautiful
time. They not have a college football version of this?
So many lines. Too many lines, Cap. That's the issue.
Top 25 or some shit.
That would be the issue there. Too many lines. Why don't you do the NFL one?
Bro, I got so much college football to bet on. I'll bet on the NFL, like, Devon Achane's rushing prop, but that's...
What about 5 picks against the spread every week?
Probably not going to do that. I mean, I'll do the contest maybe to support the channel, but I'm not doing all that.
Oh, boy. That's scared here. Helga has jumped in the chat. Now the real pressure is on, Dabby Cab. Now we have to come and collect and win some money here today. All right, let's go to our next game because I didn't have any action in these first 2 games. Wasn't interested in this game. I'm interested in. Troy, I know you have opinions here. Minus 160 for the Chicago Cubs here. And BJ came in and said his best bet, Cubs money line. I mean, I get it. I thought this line was steep, and I was like, oh, man, do I I understand to an extent why it is as steep as it is, but is this one of these lines that's kind of telling you what's going to happen? Because I thought this would be like a closer, like minus 130, almost for the Cubs, but Justin Steele's been good, and the Jays have not been good. So I understand that completely. Let's go to lefties splits here from the 1st to the 17th. How are the Jays hitting against lefties here? They are 20th, 99 weighted runs created plus and 158 plate appearances. So pretty average. Helga's laughing over there, so I'm worried about what she's seeing in the chat right now. So everyone better be on their best behavior. 20% of the bets, 76% of the money on the Toronto Blue Jays. Good God. That's very interesting. This line has not really moved. Minus 160 opener. Still there. It's actually minus 162. So that's interesting, Cab. What do you think about this game? I don't think I have a move on it. I leaned Cubs in the first look of the line, but I think this market was pretty confusing to me. And Troy, obviously, this is your squad, so let us know what you think. But what do you think here, Cap?
With Guerrero being as hot as he's been and not getting a hit, what has it been, 2 games? Obviously, I would look towards him in the prop. I'm not taking it personally, but my initial thought when I see this game would obviously be to look towards him. The reason I'm not, though, is just because, Justin Steele's been somebody on the mound that, I've got respect for. He's got good stuff, and I've been saying this, for a couple years now. 3.16 ERA, 112 strikeouts. So he's got the swing and miss stuff. He's just struggled. You see the record sitting at 3-5. It's been the same thing in his career. He's just struggled to get the wins. I don't know if the team just doesn't like getting runs behind him, supporting him, what it is. But he's a pitcher I can't seem to figure out. I don't know why. And Toronto's too inconsistent at the plate, regardless of what numbers you have to go against somebody like Steele. So I personally would be looking at the Blue Jays, here in this game, maybe in the first 5, which I don't want to fade Steele.
Sorry, I didn't hear that last part of the breakdown there because Helga was trying to sign up for a membership right now as well. Justin, I get. Oh, and on cue, there it is on cue. There we go. Here, Helga is now a member. I don't know. Did you sign up for gold? Because if you didn't sign up for gold, then you're not going to be in the horse races. Helga, come on, dude. You know this by now, Helga. Helga's going to be a PSR gold member, and she's going to be in the races. And let me tell you, Cap, did you see this? I don't know if you saw this. Jeff Slaughter won the horse races on Friday when we already were running $100 horse race on Friday. So that means $150 horse race on Tuesday, betting with the bag, $150 on the line for that horse race. If you're not a PSR Gold member, how the fuck can you not be one? First of all, Helga just signed up, so there's your first indictment. Number two, $150. Good God!
How about I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it a buck real quick with everyone. Okay, we don't charge for picks at PSR. And whether you tail or not, you get constant information. You get market movement. You get line movement. You get opinions from several different people. It shouldn't take $150 for you to get the membership. You should just fucking get it, especially if you're here day in and day out. It's that simple.
Well, it took public shame for Helga to sign up for the membership. So, maybe who knows? I don't know. But it's nice to see everyone giving Helga a warm welcome. All I see Helga doing is just looking at her phone and just chuckling. So I'm just worried now. I'm just scared. Rem Mos is gonna take Helga from me. She's gonna leave me and run away with Rem at some point. I mean, I like everything that's happening right now. This is all going well, but I'm becoming a little nervous. I'm becoming a little concerned. So we'll see what happens here. But no action to start these first 3 games. The show has been a little bit off the rails to start off, but it is what it is. We have no action. We appreciate you guys hanging in, and the action will come. And it might come in this game. God damn, did this game piss me off yesterday, Dabby Cab. I had the under in this game. It was 2-0 the whole game, 2-1. I marked it as a win. I was like, great. We're feeling great. And then I look fucking 30 minutes later, and I see Corbin Carroll hitting a 2-run home run with 1 strike left to tie the game at 4. And fuck me. I was like, oh my God, this is ridiculous.
Shout out to our guy Ron Lofton, because he dropped Corbin Carroll hits, runs, RBIs. It was like minus 105 for over 1.5. And as soon as I saw that bet in the chat, I was like, that shit is fucking money. I knew it. Good shit, Ron Lofton.
Shout out to you, Ron Lofton. I wish you would have cashed it in like the 4th inning. Maybe not the bottom of the top of the 9th when I need the under. Shit, that pissed me off. But shout out to Aaron Garza as well. Thank you, Aaron, for becoming a member. We appreciate you, my guy. And yeah, you guys don't have to. No, well, I'm going to say this for me specifically. You guys don't have to ever, cash at me, tip me, Venmo me money. Sometimes I'll wake up minus $130 some on my bank account. Sure, that happens sometimes. Helga
minus $130. What are you talking? Jose's like, I had such a bad day. I lost $130. Jesus Christ.
What? No, well, this is just my whatever. We'll talk about that later. People know. Sometimes that will happen. But what's more important? Donating and supporting this goddamn channel, because we need you guys to fucking support the channel. So thank you, Aaron. Don't Venmo me. Support the channel. Support the channel.
That's what I'm saying, Justin. I'm sitting here laughing like, Jose, bro.
Leave me and my little bets alone.
I lose 150 on juice if I go even, bro. Like, come on. Not really.
Let me leave me alone here. I need to grind my way out of these battles here. Yeah, no, Helga now, she was shocked to hear that at first, Cab, and now she's like, wait, well, compared to other people, maybe you're okay. Maybe you're okay.
$130?
Yeah, at first she thought that was a big amount.
On Alvarez today.
Oh boy, well, we'll talk about your daddy here and Cab's $500 bets. If you're betting $500 on baseball, I might have to tell you at some point here.
I've only done it a couple times with baseball. I don't like getting up there in baseball, but with his numbers against Flexen, which I'll go over, and coming off a game where he didn't cover. Yeah, I'm in. I'm good. Win or lose too, I'm up money on him.
True. And by the way, Helga says this often, nuke worker. Size shouldn't matter. Excuse me. Unit size shouldn't matter. And you're right, Nuke. You're right. But let's talk about this game because this is the first interesting game on the card. 58% of the bets, 76% of the money on the Diamondbacks here. Zach Gallen. And at this point, we all kind of know what we're getting from Zach Gallen. Home road splits wise, especially. Better at home, worse on the road. His last 2 starts kind of indicate that point pretty perfectly. 4 1/3, 5 hits, 1 earned run against the Phillies at home. On the road at Cleveland, 7 innings, 5 earned runs. So it's just kind of one of those things. Home road split specifically for this year, a 3.19 at home, a 4.40 on the road. So, take it with a grain of salt. Obviously, it is the Rays. They're probably one of the worst hitting teams in baseball. And if you look at his game logs, he's gone Philadelphia, Cleveland, Washington, Pittsburgh. Last 2 starts were 2 good hitting teams. Now he's coming back to a Tampa Bay Rays squad that against righties. Let's see here. Righties for this month, specifically Tampa Bay ranks second to last, 79 weighted runs created plus. So it's been a struggle. And Jeffrey Springs, once upon a time, was a guy that, we were talking like, man, is this guy going to compete for Cy Youngs? And then as most Tampa Bay Rays pitchers tend to do, he blows out his elbow, comes back. Now this is his 4th start, 5 innings, 6 hits, 1 earned run last time against Baltimore. 5 innings, 4 earned runs against St. Louis at St. Louis, and his first appearance, 3 2/3, 2 earned runs against Miami. I think Jeffrey Springs is definitely a back pitcher. Honestly, I don't like backing the guys first, second starts coming back because I kind of feel like they just need to get their bearings underneath them. But that 3rd start was definitely an indicator that he's
timeout. I'm going to stop it right there. I didn't unit shame anybody. I simply said that if losing $130, nobody's going to fucking.
No.
That's all. It
exactly.
had nothing to do with the unit size.
That was funny. I didn't even see the comment. I was like, what? I was like, what the fuck did I say? Did I say Jeffrey Springs was good and Cab's going to disagree?
I don't give a shit what you're betting. The reality is, bro, sports betting is growing across the nation right now as it legalizes. And there are a lot of people out there that, don't know what they're doing. And my recommendation to people who don't know what they're doing, bet very small amounts until you fucking learn. Okay. Because you will lose your ass off if you don't take your time with it. So if you're new to it, you absolutely should have a small unit size. It's something that you work at times. So I'm not unit shaming anybody. I'm just laughing because the comment was funny. That's all.
Yeah, I thought I did something there, and I was like, what the fuck did I do? But we're not unit shaming. Don't worry. I'm very transparent. $25 units here. Do I have 8 bets on a card sometimes? Yeah. Is that really stressful to me? Absolutely. But whatever. Don't worry.
I think that's what my math was doing too. I was like, so what is that? Like a never mind. Let's just keep going.
That's just one. That's one first half Dabby Cab like college football bet. That's my unit size on a one day. And by the way, it's fun. Helga doesn't listen to my shows ever, or never really watches or do anything like that. So she's listening for the first time in a while right now, and she's like, "What? 8 bet?" And she's doing the math in her head, and now she's becoming a little more concerned, and it's very funny to watch all this happen live and in person now. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. She's just worried about rent. That's all.
All you gotta do, Helga, is listen to me starting next week for college football. I got you.
Yeah. I don't know if she can hear you, but Cab said, Helga, that all you have to do is listen to him for college football, and we're good. We're gonna move from this apartment to the Dominion here soon. And the Dominion, by the way, is just where the Spurs live. All right, let's get into this next game here because I'm still kind of back and forth on betting this. Totals, I mean, obviously the first bet that stuck out to me was like, oh, these 2 pitchers are great. Let's look at an under here. So let's talk about the percentages here of the total. 95% of the bets and 91% of the money on the over. We're not really surprised by that. This went from, and I want to refresh my totals page real quick before I say this. This opened up at a 7.5 minus 120 to the over, Cab. We are now down to a 7.
So you're
minus
betting the
115 to the over. I think I will be moving on the under. Yes. Again, two pitchers that I have confidence in. I know Gallen on the road's a little more scary, but I'm going to have faith in a shitty Rays lineup here. As we mentioned, the second worst against righties this month. Diamondbacks bullpen, Ryan Thompson threw 31 pitches yesterday. Probably not available. Everyone else, I think, will be good. And then it's Ginkel, Floral, Mantiply, and Seawald all haven't thrown, so they'll be going. And those are the Diamondbacks' number one dudes. And then as for the Rays, their bullpen just blew the first game, their bullpen has been like the best in baseball since the All-Star break, essentially, and them blowing their first game in a long time, I'm sure, will have them. It's just one of those things. Like if you trust a good bullpen and they blow a lead, you'll probably go back to them the next day because you don't think they're going to blow it again. So under here for me, yeah. Anything for you here?
Such a small number to go under. Springs would be my concern, man. It's just like I guess he threw good last game, and like you said, he's shown signs in his career of being somebody that I don't know about Cy Young conversation, like you said, but he's had some, really impressive outings. He's shown that he's got the stuff. I would just be concerned about him. We got the numbers on Tampa Bay's. How's Tampa Bay's bullpen?
Yes, I'll tell you right now. But Cab, I have one just random question for you here. You don't bet on the Little League World Series, do you?
No.
You don't condone betting on children?
I mean, I bet on college kids. I bet a lot of money on college football and basketball, but I mean, I guess children is where I draw the line.
I don't know, guys. Venezuela minus 260 against Japan. I don't know. I know apparently got a bunch of kids that can throw fucking 70. But I don't know. It's a little too steep. But okay. Sorry. So yeah, the
Helga's talking about your unit size.
Well, I mean,
she knows. I'm talking about your other unit, though.
She knows that it's small.
She's talking about your other unit, though.
She knows that it's small. Yeah, we're not.
Okay,
we know where we're
back to baseball.
Diamondbacks best team against righties during this month, 17 days, 150 weighted runs created plus.
I don't know. I kind of like the Diamondbacks team total over. I don't know if the game even gets over. I think the Diamondbacks win this game like 4-1 or 5-1. I think definitely think it could go under. I like the Diamondbacks team total over though, which is weird. Might even bet the Diamondbacks team total over. So I'll sit with it for a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I'm on the under. I don't know how to feel about this, Cab. I don't know how I feel about what happens if Helga becomes just a daily commenter on our programs now. I know I guess she can't Monday through Friday because of work, but on the weekends she's just going to be a college football fiend with you, I guess, Cab.
She can't hang out on Monday? Helga, you got to hang out on Monday. Find a way. Tell your boss to take a break.
Yeah, Helga. Well, I guess like Labor Day. I don't know if Labor Day is on a Monday or what. You have to come on Medicaid Monday, and it'd be very fun. Well, I mean, I can say this, Cab. You'll understand. The things that I purchased from you the other day, I did them with her, and I went to Cloud9.
Say that shit on screen, bro. What the fuck, man?
I went to Cloud9 and she was like chilling. She's like, oh, I'm fine. This is nothing. So Helga's kind of a badass compared to me, if we're gonna be honest. So
they're good though. That's good.
They were a great time. It was for me. It was too much too soon for a second, and then I chilled out. But yeah, Helga was having a great time. Shout out to her. Marlins Mets next on our board, and guys, I've been It's fun to bet these baseball games and bet baseball every day because you get the waves, you get the trends, you see what happens every day, and you learn. And for the last kind of, I guess, like 3 weeks or so, we've been talking about Luis Severino. Every time he comes up, I say, "Oh, he haven't thrown this many pitches and however long, and he's in the red zone. I think it's time to, fade him." So here we are yet again. It's Luis Severino. It's late in the season. 133 innings pitched. Hasn't thrown over 120 innings since 2018. I think he's tired, and I think the Marlins are live here to win this game. I like Max Meyer. Give me the young pitcher here, and give me the Miami Marlins to really spice up and start this show here, Dabby Cab. 78% of the bets, and it's 81% of the money on the Mets, obviously, here. This line went from -210 to -180 now. There's your first green flag for me. Total, if you're interested, 8.5 opener. Has gone down it's gone from -115 to the over to -115 to the under. 96 and 93% of the bets and money on the over in this game. Give me the Miami Marlins here. I like that line movement down. I'm going to take it full game here. I'm also, and this worked for me yesterday, I tell myself I should not double up, and here I am doubling up here, especially on these shitty dogs. But shout out to Nufflush Allen, wherever you are. Hope you're doing well. Marlins money line for me, that is plus 164. And the team total over 3.5 is minus 110 for me, Dabby Cab. What do you think about this game?
Oh, man. I just saw my dude in the chat. Fucking Stead Burger's got great numbers against Severino. I'm going to be honest. I didn't look at him because I've cashed Burger a couple times on this run now. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games in a row. Let me count that again. Is that right? 1, 2, 3,
yeah, bet it again. You and Crystal.
6, 7. He's cashed his total base prop 8 games in a row. You know, we were on it yesterday at plus money too. And he had a bomb. I didn't look into it today because I'm trying to stay off of it. But if his numbers are good against Severino, drop him in the chat. Maybe I'll have to bet it again. I know that doesn't make sense, but I'm always saying ride with the person that's hot, and that's what I do. It's just, fuck, man. After a couple, sometimes you got to step away.
No, I understand. Crystal's riding it until the wheels fall off. I respect that.
Hell yeah. If you've been on it every time, absolutely you do.
No, yeah, I agree. And I'm reading over the comments, and it's very funny. It's very fun to see the chat on a full form on a Saturday morning here. It's good, you know. People
Bro,
calling me.
I called what's his face, Sean Mania, the secret formula yesterday. I made a fucking SpongeBob reference. If you didn't bet Jake Burger yesterday, you suck.
Yeah, well, you had the formioli, so I respect that. J Dub, I'm glad it's catching up. Asking if Helga is my sister or my girlfriend. That was a good. You gotta catch up every once in a while, J Dub. I understand. Join the show late.
I mean, if his sister knew his unit size, that would be a little weird.
My sister definitely, of course, knows my unit size. I mean, come on, who doesn't? Shout out to my sister. She never once in her life, not for 1 second, has watched anything I've ever done. Not for one moment in her life. Here, Helga says I've gone too far. So let's. That's
what I thought too, man. When I didn't need that. Yeah.
Well, let's. Cab.
I like Burger. Yeah. Let's go.
Let's do this, Cab. The poll's still up. Let's play the video again.
I swear to God, if you play that song again, it has to be voted for you to play it again.
Well, guess what, Cab? Right now we're winning.
Fucking losers.
Guess what? We're winning. I'll play it again. Do you guys like this new intro song made by my hands and sung by me, obviously?
Down in the hollow we gather round, spreading good vibes with money to be found. Baseball on the mind, best relay with the best chat on YouTube. We say, hey, play. Handicapping games, we know the score. Talking stats and runs will make you roar. Ain't no better way to spend the day than laughing and betting with say, hey, plays. Handicapping games, we know the score. Talking stats and runs will make you roar. Ain't no better way to spend the day than laughing and betting with say, hey, plays. Say, hey, plays, where the odds are sweet. We make the picks and you can feel the beat. With a grin and a chuckle, we never sway, making money and memories that say, hey, plays.
Oh my God. It's a great song. What are you guys talking about?
Bro, that's like if Caleb Williams went to a P. Diddy party.
Craig Wood said this shit's fire. I mean,
I said what I had to say.
you guys vote. You guys vote in the chat. I
Me
blew
too,
it
Ricky. I was
time.
enjoying the shit out of this too. I was ready to go over my bets that I've already made, and now I'm sitting here not high all of a sudden again.
You know, I
Oh shit, that one got me.
Coogie, I'm not putting that on the screen, but I respect that. I respect that. All right. I think my favorite comment besides Coogie's was fucking Nunya immediately saying "Roll Tide" was fucking hilarious. Roll Tide was great. Oh,
you guys
man.
asked for it. You voted on that, so that's on y'all.
God. Look, I mean, hey, 60% of the people say yes, guys. 60%. We'll take it. We'll take it.
God,
Oh, man.
Coogie,
Well,
are we saying the name? That shit wins.
Coogie Cam. Yeah, shout out to you, Coogie.
My high came back instantly. Thank you, Coogie.
Oh, by the way, shout out to Adam Hurley. Here we go. I've decided to stop trolling as I've offended many. I'm back. Welcome back, Adam Hurley.
You weren't trolling that good because I don't know you.
Well, he took a break and he forgave himself. We repent you for your sins. Adam Hurley, welcome back. Oh my God, this is going to be funny. Well, here's the best part about that song, Cap, is that song is only going to be featured on the weekends, obviously, and we only have a few more weekend shows. So shout out to that song. Mets, fade list for me. Miami Marlins on my card officially. A team total over 3.5 and full game money line plus 164. We roll on to Nationals Phillies here. We need this is my fault for we're getting us off topic here, but we have to pick up the pace here. We got 6 games in. We did make some money here today. And sports money coming in late right now. He's missing an all-time edition of Say Hey Plays right now. Sports money, you're missing a lot right now.
I think you got to change the name now.
I think here's what would happen. Views might go up, but I think the amount of homophobia would also just skyrocket as well. I put rainbows on the screen one day, and I had a bunch of "what the hell's" in the chat one day. So we'll see. But shout out to Say Gay Plays. It's not a bad name. It's funny.
That shit's funny.
Nationals Phillies here. Christopher Sanchez versus Mackenzie Gore. Craig Wood. No. I was going to respectfully tell you to go fuck yourself, but I'm not going to do that, Craig Wood, because you're a great guy.
Bro, he said $50 donut. Hold on, Craig Wood. Did you see Trey Turner went 4 for 5 yesterday with the game-winning walk-off hit? Also, what a fucking stud. Anyways, go ahead.
I did not see that. I did not see that. Though I did have Phillies money line on my card as in a parlay, I should say, really. But that was nice. So that was nice. Justin, I have your stacks play of the day as the women's basketball game here as well. Sykes over 12.5 points. And shout out to Stacks as always. I didn't see a baseball one, so let me know, and I will gladly play when we get to the baseball one. Coogie, come on. Do you really think I'd say that guy's name, Coogie? Come on. I know for a fact there's no way I've seen that guy's name, Coogie. So you'll have to find that clip. And if you do, Coogie, I will make sure that clip never sees the internet again, because the Phillies shortstop is the worst. Okay. Minus 197. Oh, no baseball stacks today, so just WNBA. Cool. Got it. Thank you, Justin. We will play that in a second, but I want to talk about this game because we've got Christopher Sanchez, who we've come to understand and known as a home demon. They water the infield. He throws sinkers. It makes everyone's life a lot easier. However, two out of his last three starts, 4 2/3, 12 hits, 7 earned runs at Arizona, pitched well at the Dodgers, but then gets crushed in the start previous to that one at home against the Yankees. A good Yankees team, sure, but 5 2/3, 8 hits, 6 earned runs in that appearance. It's tough. I probably am not going to be able to back him here, especially at a minus 200. And Coogie, I don't believe it. I might, now that you said that, I might believe you a little more, but I'm not gonna believe that. But yeah, it's minus 200, minus 210. I think it's a little aggressive here. Mackenzie Gore, a solid pitcher. But the obvious thing that's going to be the issue here is that the Phillies hit the lefties the best in this month so far. 137 plate appearances, 169 weighted runs created plus. Full season, they're the best against lefties. So it just makes it tough to bet my guy Mackenzie Gore here. So I stay off, maybe an over. And yes, Craig Wood, you're right. Christopher Sanchez is trailing off after the All-Star game. I just not a back pitcher. I'll tell you right now, he's got 131 and a third innings pitched. He is, in fact, in his career high. 99 innings pitched last year. So he's definitely in the red zone. So you're 100% right about that, Craig Wood. And shout out to Goran Nikoski. It's going to be Prince's day. My boy Prince. Fielder? Goran? Which Prince are you talking about? What are you thinking here, Dabby Cab?
I'm looking at the numbers really quick on something. Hold on.
No, go ahead. Mally Mal, maybe you're right.
Yeah, no, you can't bet it. I was going to say I wouldn't hate taking the run line in the first 5 here with the Nationals, but you can't bet that.
Plus a half?
No, and I said the wrong team. I definitely meant to say the Phillies too. So no, I wouldn't bet that, dude. Sorry, I'm not good at multitasking. I have to actually be paying attention. I just think I said it yesterday. I think the Phillies are heating up, and I know that they gave up their lead in the 9th and they tied it 2-2, and they went into the fucking bottom half of the 9th to win the game. I get it, right? I think they're hot though, and I think winning a game in the bottom half of the 9th at home is another way to build momentum. After the big game that they just had with putting up a bunch of runs, now they win it in a walk-off style in the 9th inning. I don't think you mess with the Phillies right now. I mean, if you took the 1.5 plus 1.5 with the Nationals yesterday, you cashed. So shout out to that. But it's just not something. I think you're playing with fire going against the Phillies. We saw it with the Yankees, right? They cooled off for just a minute, and then they came back with vengeance and are smacking the shit out of people. It's the same fucking thing. These are the real deal teams right here. Phillies, I'd stay away from fading right now.
Fair. And by the way, Goran, talking about the King's Plate, some horse racing. Yeah, Goran, let me know. I'm obviously not a big horse racing guy, but let me know the race and the horse number of your guy, the Prince or whatever, and I will gladly jump on with you, Goran. I love betting horses, so just let me know, and I'll jump on there with you. And thank you for the donos. Bless you, Helga. Okay. By the way, Chester and Gambling Daily asking this question about public line betting info. I've taken this line from Mike M, and it's been, it makes sense to me. And that's why I say it. Is that Action and I think Action's owned by DraftKings. I don't know exactly, but Action's a publicly traded company, and they can't put out false information. If they do put out false information, it's a lawsuit, et cetera, et cetera. So I tend to trust Action Chess. And if I pay for the information as well, I tend to trust it even more. So that's my thought about it as well. And Craig Wood, I did know that now. I found that out recently. Kat, did you know that there's female jockeys in horse racing? I didn't know that either. You're muted right now, but we got it. Don't worry. But yeah, I was shocked to hear that.
No.
I was
Hey,
pretty
shout out to
surprised.
MMA Locker Room, man. He gave the hat a shout out, but make sure you guys check out Locker Room Podcast and the UFC today. Get in there and make the competition. It's free. Go to pubsportsradio.com. You have a chance to win $100. All you got to do is go through and pick the fighters. I don't know dick about UFC other than like what I tail from our guys, and I got 6th place in it last time I filled it out. So, I mean, like one more lucky click, and I could have won. So if I can win, any of you motherfuckers can win. Trust me. So make sure to go to pubsportsradio.com and fill it out.
Fair. I agree with that. I agree with all of that. I'll be making my picks live at the end of the program. So shout out to all of you guys. Weekly contest is always fun to do. So I'll make my picks. You guys join as well. And Mills, could you let us know, drop in the chat when the stream starts today? Thank you, my man. All right. No action here for me here. Let's go to Kansas City Royals, Cincinnati Reds. This game left a bitter taste in your mouth yesterday, Dabby Cab. So I'm interested to hear what you have to say about this one. Off a low-scoring game, we've got Nick Lodolo versus Michael Wacha here. Both pitchers I actually do kind of like, but the market is in a situation where it's made it tough for me to move on. 61% of the bets on the Reds, but only 27% of the money on the Reds. So sharp, bigger bets on the Royals here. Kind of makes sense of the team hunting for the playoffs, desperation, etc. You'd think the line would move their way. Unfortunately, it's gone towards the Reds, minus 123. Now it opened up at minus 120. So slight movement towards them, but enough to get me to stay off of them, honestly. So I'm off. Michael Wacha, a pitcher that I generally trust, honestly. You know, he definitely can put up his shit start. So you'll have to, swallow I'm trying to find a bad start for him, and he hasn't had one in quite a while, really. I mean, 7 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 6 innings, 7 hits, 2 earned runs, 7 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs. Last 3 starts have all been solid. Sure, they were against Cardinals, Tigers, White Sox, but the Reds are honestly not that far off from those teams. So I tend to stay off these games when the sharp action is not having the line move towards them. So that's what I'm doing here. So I'm off right now. What do you think here, Dabby?
Man, I don't understand. See, I fucked up yesterday. I should have been on Kansas City first 5 money line. I had a bet on it. It's just not what I gave out. It's a huge fuck up. I should never have added that over. Should have just faded Nick Martinez straight up, and he pitched well, but regardless, the bet still would have won. So that's why I was very frustrated with it. Here again at plus money. I mean, I know Lodolo's been money all year for the Reds, but Kansas City's been hot as shit since the All-Star break. They're hitting 282 as a team since the All-Star break, averaging 5.5 runs per game. I like Kansas City here, especially at plus money again.
Okay. I definitely don't hate that either. I'd lean that way as well. By the way, Helga, they're asking for your best bet of the day in the chat. So I think you need to come correct here, Helga. So I hope you find something out here. No, yeah. Remos is asking for best bet. What can you say? What can
From
you
Helga?
say? Yeah, Remos said, I need your best bet of the day at Helga.
Yo,
So
Mally, he still gave up 3 runs in the 6th. After, he only gave up 1 early, but he still gave up 3 in the 6th. He still sucks as a starter. We just missed it an inning. I made the wrong bet. That's all.
Yeah. Helga's trying to find your bets right now. Whoever said, I think it was Rem, and Rem is bothered that I'm smoking indoors. I'm sorry, Rem. I'm sorry. That's how I'm fighting the COVID, Rem. My bad. All right. Let's go to our next game here. No action from me here. No action from our friend Dabby Cab. And we're almost at the Astros game, guys, because I'm very interested to hear what Dabby Cab has to say about that. But let's talk about his other squad, Texas Rangers, Minnesota Twins. I was on the Rangers last night. Pissed me off pretty greatly, honestly. Just felt like the offense, like there were so many balls. They
I
just
love how you
hammered.
wait till the Rangers suck to start betting them, Jose. Makes sense.
I know. I love it.
I love it. Just cool.
Yeah, and this is the year again. I didn't slander the Rangers at all. Haven't talked shit about them, and they've been horrible this year. So yeah, I mean, I'm a great guy, Davy Cam. I'm a great guy. And this year, I chose to say the Dodgers aren't going to win the World Series, and the Braves aren't going to make the playoffs. So it's good job by me so far. Good job by me. But David Festa versus my guy Nathan Eovaldi here, and Eovaldi got me right in the heart of the khakis, as they say. Last time out, 3 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned runs against the Yankees. And with the Rangers bullpen being what it is, that was a death sentence for them there. I'm not going to move on Eovaldi. I'm just a little worried about, I guess, like length. I don't know what I'm going to get from him. I expect a much, much better appearance from him this year or this outing. After that shit bump start, but like I don't want to bet on the Rangers here. It's a little bit too juiced. If anything, again, honestly, after watching yesterday's game, I'd be just betting the Twins because I think the Twins are the better team. But David Festa is not someone that inspires confidence.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. So check this one out, man. It's fun. It's fun when you really get in tune with the hitters, right? So for all the shit I've got, I haven't bet Seager since Monday, right? And we cashed on Monday. And I've cashed several of the times I bet him. I haven't touched it. I've stayed off, and he has not covered in 3 straight games. 3 straight games he hasn't covered. For me with Seager, I need a motivation factor, right? Like the game's on the line. He's the dude you don't fucking throw the ball to because he's going to hit a home run. The team's trying to make it to the playoffs. He's going to lock in. He's going to hit. There's a lot of motivation gone for him. And I know that he's still going to, be a good hitter, but he needs that extra drive, I think. And Eovaldi on the mound is the last sense of motivation I can get. He's got a pitcher on the mound he should be able to win a baseball game with. So if you want to win a game, it's today. This team is shit. And today's the day to back him. So Seager over 1.5 total bases, plus 105.
All right. Seager over 1.5 bases, plus 105. I like that bet, obviously. Plus money is always nice. But
I want to reiterate it again, too. It's about being in tune if you're going to bet something. I haven't touched it since Monday, and we cashed on it easily on Monday.
Why aren't you betting a burger, by the way? How many times in the last few days did you bet? I mean, obviously, I know that
in the 8 or the, what is it, 7 or 8 that he's cashed in a row, I've only bet it twice. So I haven't been. I look for certain indicators, right? Festa fits that mold for like Seager here. I look for things for Alvarez also. I mean, I haven't, I don't just bet it. If you pay attention, because I bet every day. And so, I haven't even bet either of them since Monday.
Okay. I understand that completely. But let's. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Goron. He posted the race post 7, my boy Prince. Okay. So I'll go look for that right now and see what happens, Goron. Let's go to one more game before our main event. I'm even pushing our main event up a game. Red Sox, Orioles here. Great Red Sox win yesterday. Easy cash with the team total over. That was lovely. We were all slapping ass and high-fiving over a plus money winner. But now we've got Cade Povich versus Brian Bayo. And here's the thing. I've been the one thing I've said consistently this year, and you could say I was wrong on it, has been the Red Sox success, or what I thought would be failures against lefties. They've hit lefties pretty well statistically, but their record against lefty starters is not good. And it's concerning. Brian Bayo here in another big start. 5 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned runs is basically what he does against the Orioles. He's had 4 appearances against them, 2 so far this year. 5 innings, 3 earned runs, 5 1/3, 3 runs, 1 of them earned. 5 innings, 7 hits, 3 earned runs. Just those are 3 straight starts. He has a 4th one actually of 5 innings, 3 earned runs in 22 as well. But those are in all those years: 22, 1 in 23, and 1 in 22. It's very consistent. And Adley Rutschman, who has like a little back thing and isn't playing, hits 100 against him. So this is one of those rare times where I would have been like, yeah, Adley, come and play. That's fine. Gunnar hits 200 against him. Santander hits 100 against him. The big boys not hitting them gives me more confidence in the Red Sox here. But let's talk about the market. It's going to be interesting, or it's going to be telling to see what they have to say. By the way, I obviously didn't update the screen graphics, the odds on the screen. So this line opened up at minus 120, Baltimore Orioles. It got up to minus 129 and then just kind of came right back down to minus 120. Oh, man, I want to fade him here, Dabby Cab. I want to be on the Red Sox again. Red Sox against lefties this month, 150 plate appearances, 119 weighted runs created plus, so that's good. The issue will always and forever will be this bullpen, especially yesterday, was horrible. I said...
Did you figure out yesterday that you have a positive record on the Red Sox?
Yeah, I actually do. I have and this was before yesterday. I had a I was up 1.74 units on the Red Sox. They won 2 bets yesterday, so I'm up about four low fours units on betting the Red Sox this year. And that is first fives, money lines, and team totals.
And you haven't bet them a lot. So my point in asking that, because I knew I was pretty sure you were, this is what I mean when I talk about being in tune with something. I'm more interested. Now I'm interested in what you have to say on every game, but I'm more interested to hear what you have to say on this game.
That's the biggest lie you've ever told on this program. That is the biggest lie.
It's not a lie. What the fuck? I don't lie.
Lies.
That's the truth. I'm not going to lie. I'm more interested just because you're in tune with it, bro. It's about being in tune with it. It's about being in tune with what you're going to bet. So, and I know you'll fade the Red Sox if it's the time. So are you betting the Red Sox at plus money? That's my question.
That is the question. And I don't, the issue is, first of all, I don't know if this game goes. It's going to rain. If the game's in red and RotoWire, we all kind of know in Baltimore, Washington, the DMV area, rain comes, these games typically don't get played. So we'll see. But sharp money's on the Red Sox. 31% of the bets, 89% of the money on the Red Sox. Big bets. Line really hasn't moved. So it is Red Sox or pass for me, but I'm staying off. I think 70% because the weather, and I don't know if this game goes, and then the other 30% is the line not either moving down to the Red Sox or showing some kind of concern, I guess. So I'm off. No action here for me. Cab, you're not interested in this game, I assume?
Actually, I like the first 5 over, but if there's weather concerns and Cam's saying he doesn't think the game goes, I don't want to take a first 5 over if there's weather concerns. First 5 over was definitely the play yesterday. I don't see any reason why they can't put runs up again today. But I'm not going to bet something with weather concerns, especially not in the total.
I agree. If I had to make one bet in this game, it's probably a Red Sox team total again, and just having faith in their offense. But no action here for us. Weather's going to be an issue, so nothing here.
If their team total is 3.5, that might be a need to bet.
Okay, yeah. All right, let's move on to our next game here, and I'm trying to do some chicanery, I guess. There's a lot of stuff going on over here, Cab. Let's talk about the Astros now. Okay, all right. Let's talk about the Astros here. There's going to be a family feud here tonight, Dabby Cab.
Are you about to bet on the White Sox?
There's going to be a family feud here tonight.
So does Helga understand this enough to understand that you're just picking the worst team in baseball because the books are saying that they're going to get absolutely shit on today?
Okay, so can you hear what Helga's saying? She's talking to me, and she's talking. I'm here trying to listen to you as well. So I'm getting two kind of wavelengths. First of all, her best bet of the day, Houston Astros. That is what she said. She said, and I quote, "They lost yesterday. They're going to win today."
Money line.
and they're favored. So I'm gonna take my headphones out, or so Cab, so she
Here,
can
let
hear
me help
you.
her. Tell her to take an alternate line. Tell her to take like 2.5 or 3.5.
Oh God, she said, "Oh no, this is not good." Now she's actually gonna want to put in the bet, Cab. I liked it better when
There's
she was
nothing
just
wrong
taking.
with it. Flexing is a fucking bum, bro. Alvarez is gonna have 4 RBIs himself today.
Okay, well, yeah. So she came up to me and she had a sign and she was like, "Did you talk about the Astros?" And I was like, "I don't know what the what is going on right
At
now."
least tell her you can't bet a minus 360. At least help. Like, we're here to help new bettors. Tell her you got to take an alternate line and you can bet it.
Yeah, she can hear you now. So yeah, I have to try to explain that to her. Yeah, they're the biggest favorite on the board right now. They are indeed supposed to win. Okay, yeah. So she said when they played the Rangers, they lost and then they won. So the only issue with betting the Astros, Helga, and this show is
You
completely
got to
off the
tell her that
rails.
she's got to take them to win by like 3 or 4 runs.
Yes, you have to bet them to win by like 3 or 4 runs because they're minus 360, which means you have to bet $360 to win 100. Yes, that is gambling right there, Alexis. Now,
Or you could do what I said, and then you could bet like 100 to win 100.
Sure, you can bet 100 to win like $40.
No, if you take
the
minus 2.5. Somebody in the chat pull up the minus 2.5 line for us. What is
someone let us know. And my dude, yes, Helga is actually genuinely a real person that she's standing right in front of me. And if there's people in the chat,
can Helga hear me right now?
Of course, yeah.
Go to your prop bets.
Do you think she has a book, Cab? Like, do you think she just has a book? What do you think this is?
Tell Jose to go to his prop bets and to put Yordan Alvarez over 1.5 bases plus the Houston Astros to win the game. And there's your bet. I got you, Helga.
Kelly, I think he's dropping the 2.5. I think this is 2.5. Yeah. She's showing me the records or like the schedule and showing me the losses and stuff. Okay, so let's get into this real quick. So we can maybe explain. Yeah, Helga can hear you and yeah. It's very funny. And Helga, I implore you to go look at the chat as well because there's people trying to help you in the chat as well. So this is going to be Helga's maybe her first sports bet. I don't know. We'll talk about here in a second. Yeah, she bet the horses once upon a time, and we'll get into that. But the Astros here, and I'm saying all this to say Helga's gonna bet the Astros tonight, and obviously I'm betting the White Sox minus 300. We all know the game at this point. I'm taking them first 5 full game, but that's not important here. Obviously, we're more focused on what Helga's gonna do with her action here. So after the show, I will log on to Bet Online or whatever fucking book, and we will try to get Helga locked in with whatever Astros action she wants, and it's gonna be very interesting. This is what COVID does to people; it drives you to gamble, I guess.
Philly Eagle Flyer got it for me. I gave you the bet right here. This is what you make for it right here.
All right, yeah, we might do that. And my local doesn't let me same game parlay, so I'm gonna have to look it up on Bovada or Bet Online to see if I can even make that. So we'll see here. But yeah, what a breakdown this was, Dabby Cab. But we were supposed to talk about you. You have to say we were supposed to talk about you having a $500 bet on your.
Here, let me just hit on Alvarez's stats then, real quick. I got you.
Please do. No, let's do it.
Yeah, Chris Flexen on the other side, and I've already bet Alvarez against Flexen before. This bet's not new to me. I've already had this pitcher hitter matchup. He's got 17 at bats. In those 17 at bats, he's got 6 hits, 6 RBIs, and 3. So he's hitting 353 off Flexen with the 882 slugging percentage. And he's coming off a couple games where he struggled a little bit. I fucking love it today. And the Astros lost yesterday. I love it today. Alvarez over 1.5 total bases and Alvarez over 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs. And you can go ahead and take Alvarez over 1.5 bases and put it with the Astros money line. So there you go.
So officially, you have the 1.5 bases and 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs.
Yeah, but here's the deal. I'm gonna be clear. It's because of the way we track things, we don't do multiple units. So I'll just give you 3 different bets to understand that I have a lot of money on this one.
Okay, go ahead, give it to me. Yeah, I was on the edge of my seat there. I was like, but give
I
it
just
to me.
said it. Astros money line with Alvarez at minus
What are the
105.
odds there?
Over
Sorry.
2.5 hits, runs, RBIs at plus 2.5, and then we'll also do the total bases. It's like minus 120 now. Actually, it might be worse, but I got it earlier.
All right, cool. Well, this is a Yordan Alvarez kind of day. I respect that. I'm going to be on the White Sox, obviously, and yes, Helga just heard me say that I'm going to be on the White Sox. She didn't hear me say it the first time, but now she's heard me. But no, we will be also betting the Astros as well, Cab. I'll tell you that now. There's going to be a divided household here. And we actually might watch. Helga might actually watch this game with me now. So, for my card, White Sox plus 270 and plus 308. That is first 5 and full game. And Cab, I will let you. I'll let you know. I will let you know. What the odds are and what we bet for Helga.
Okay.
All right. So thank you guys all so much again for the help there. Again, I'm gonna look at
Record this shit.
What?
You should film this. Get it and film it. Film her celebrating and you losing.
Yeah, no. I was gonna say.
Never mind. I'm not gonna put that energy out there. Never mind. I'm gonna say, or if you don't take Alvarez and you take that 2.5, what might happen is you both might lose. So make sure and do the Alvarez bet.
God, that would be hilarious. No, that would be a funny outcome. Helga would just be done with gambling at that point. Like, how the fuck do we both lose? Man, it'd be funny. All right, well, yeah, that was an interesting breakdown. That was one of the more interesting breakdowns we've had on this program. Thank you to everyone in the chat that's hanging in there.
Cheers.
And for those that actually enjoy the Helga segment, I'm probably going to do this show solo tomorrow, Helga, to do a solo Sunday. We might have Helga on the show tomorrow as a guest. Who knows? Cab, I have not told anyone this. This has been a bit that I've had holstered. Just I have it in my back pocket for just one day, just random. But one of my dreams is to. I'm assuming you've watched The Office, right, Cab?
I mean, not like some people, but I know what it is.
Okay, so do you know there's the one joke that Jim did to Dwight where he replaced everything with like an Asian guy, and then an Asian guy came in and was Jim for
I've never
like
seen it, but that sounds funny.
I want to do that with Alexis, or sorry, Helga. Excuse me. I want to do that with Helga over there. I want
Alexis,
her.
I didn't get that.
What the fuck?
Oh well, there you go. Here we go. Everything's
shit.
popping off.
I didn't even say that. That was the computer.
But I want to do that with old Helga, and I want her to just come on the show and be me one day and just to act normal and everything. And I think that would just be hilarious. It'd be really funny. So it'd be really funny. And yeah, shout out to Helga as well. And it's very funny that people are starting to catch up to all of these jokes now. I'm enjoying all this now. But let's get into our next game. This has been, again, one of the more ridiculous shows we've had so far. But we've got Dabby Cab's 3 bets in on Yordan. Very excited. I'm on the White Sox. And Helga is going to be on the Astros in some form or fashion. I think we're probably going to do the Yordan and the money line Cab. That's probably what we're going to end up doing. So we'll see what happens here. B Diddy, I am slipping. I guess so. I need to slow down on the.
Tell nobody nothing with a name like that.
You don't like that name? You don't like B Diddy?
Mm-mm.
Okay, let's go to our next game. Cleveland Milwaukee Brewers here. Tanner Bybee, Freddie Peralta here. I don't know. Helga's watching something as well. Like,
Would
I feel
you
like
get to the damn game?
So sorry, she's watching something. Like, what are you watching over? She's watching the show, but I thought she was like watching some like other like gambling breakdowns to find bets and stuff. I'm like, is this woman just gonna become like a full-time just baseball bettor after today? Is that what COVID's gonna happen? Ah, man, it's gonna be
Good, but no, just wait 1 week and do Saturday college football. It's literally 1,000 times better than betting on baseball. Maybe
I'm gonna after this, we're going to UTSA Texas State, Cap. After this, I'm gonna make Helga put a bet in on that.
Well, I meant like real college football, not little league.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck off. That's the biggest rivalry in all of South Texas.
Oh, no, it is not a rivalry. I live
talking
in the
about.
You're
about right. It. It's not a rivalry. The other team has to win to make it a rivalry.
And people have to care
UTSA
too.
is 5-0. UTSA is 5-0. Yeah, you know what? AUD might be right. Helga's just my goldfish. I just talked to a goldfish the whole time. That'd be really funny. Let's go to the market here and let's talk about where this line's moved. We've got the Guardians here and we've seen this a few times today on the card. And again, when these kind of instances happen, I kind of stay off and it makes me a little worried. 30% of the bets, 87% of the money on the Cleveland Guardians here. And yet, this line has went from -120 to -128 for the Milwaukee Brewers here. So, I don't know. We have all that money on the Guardians. The line's moving the other way with the bigger bets. I just can't do it. I just can't bet it. It makes me a little worrisome. So, no action on the side there. Totals wise, let's talk about that. We've got, not surprisingly, 98% of the bets, 95% of the money on the over. This game is an under matchup when it comes to pitching. We have a 7.5 -115 to the over opener. And it is now 7 plus money to the under. But it is 7. And honestly, that makes a whole lot of sense to me, Dabby Cab. What do you think about this game?
Oh, fuck that, bro. Both of these pitchers can give up runs. I think I'm pulling it up right now. If this line's moved too much, I might take the first 5 over. Hold on. Told you I'm not good at when I'm messing with my bets. I'm sorry, but this is more important for a split second.
I understand because when Jimmy has to put in his bets, those are the moments where I have to host the show. So I completely understand.
I can't fuck up, bro. If I don't pay like close attention, I'll bet the wrong thing or something stupid like that. Damn. See, they're still not giving you a good number on a 3.5. This moved to a 7, but if you want a regular number, you got to take a 4 in the first 5 over. The best number I'm seeing on a 3.5 is like a -125, -130. And I still don't really want to bet that.
Yeah, and I lean under full game, but I'm not going to move on it. I think you're right. Both these pitchers can give up like 2-3 runs. And then if they both,
I'll take a plus 105 first 5 over 4.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, that makes sense. Again, I think both these guys give up like 2-3 runs, and then I'd be SOL full game. But I love both these bullpens as well, but it'd be dicey. So it's 2 really good bullpens. I understand anyone taking the under or the over, but I'm not going to move on it. No action here for me. No action for Dabby Cab actually looking and going to move on the first 5 over, I believe, in this game. So shout to you. Dab, what was the odds on that? You're muted.
Fuck. I've been doing so good. Plus 105 over 4.
Okay, plus 105. Thank you very much. We roll on to Dodgers Cardinals here. Bobby Miller versus.
Why are you asking like you're acting like you're tracking my bets all of a sudden? You ain't been tracking my bets for 1 day on Saturdays.
That's very true. I was just curious. Sorry. That's
okay.
There's no lies detected right there. I was just curious. That's it. I just want to know for my records. But that is funny. I don't know why I am asking you like I'm tracking your.
Today it's the first day ever. You've been like, what was that? One more time. Like, come on, bro. Thanks. On the last fucking show. Good job.
Yeah, Helga needs to know, Helga's curious. I'm just curious what your bets and the odds are. All right, let's go to this game. And Charles Morin asking about the early slate. Who is the pitcher? He's asking, and I'm sure you're asking about Luis Castillo, Bailey Falter, or Kiter Montero, Carlos Rodon. Let us know, Charles.
I would imagine he's asking about the Yankees game just because that other game's trash. Mariners suck.
So let us know. It is both Castillo and Rodon, Charles. So there's that, Charles. You get one more question. I'll answer one more question for you, Charles. And if you don't answer the question, if you don't like the answer to the question, whatever, you got another question, I'll need a membership from you, Charles. But we appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by, as always. And Falter PU is funny.
That's your free one.
Yeah, everyone gets 2 for free, 3 for free, and then from then on out.
Did you just go from 1 to 3? You're terrible at this.
Well, I gave Charles like 4 questions. I'd be lying if it says 1 for everyone. It's like 5 actually.
Stop adding to it. Jose's like, all right, you get unlimited questions. Thanks for tuning in.
Drewski talking St. Louis Cardinals first 5 money line, and I was looking Cardinals here, but wherever Troy is, he's probably laughing at me because every game in like the Brewers game, the line was moving towards the Dodgers, and the Dodgers whooped their ass. And here we are again. We'll talk about it. And it's a low line, and I'm assuming this line has moved their way, but we'll talk about it again. 4 innings, 10 hits, 9 earnings against the Philadelphia Phillies last time out for Bobby Miller. And that was on January, February, March, April, May, June, July, July 9th. So he has not been in the majors for quite a bit now. He had some time in the minors. His minor league starts, 5 innings, 3 hits, no earned runs, 3 2/3, 6 hits, 6 earned runs, and 4 1/3, 2 hits, 3 earned runs. That last one, by the way, 6 Ks, 4 walks, 1 strikeout, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, 4 walks. Disgusting K to walk ratio. Typically, when a pitcher gets sent down and gets called back up same season, that's always like a green flag for me to want to back that pitcher. But that K to walk ratio, I cannot do that. If you're going to walk that many fucking dudes, I think you're going to get roughed up here. And that's where I'm going here. So I'm going to move on the Cardinals. 83% of the bets and money are on the Dodgers here. And allegedly, this line opened up at -170. I'm assuming we had a little pitcher change here that dropped it down to -150. And it's still come all the way down to -126 from there. So St. Louis Cardinals going to be on my card here. Full game money line. I look at a team total, and if it's a team total over 3.5, I'll probably move on that as well. But full game money line will probably just end up being my bet here. Just need to look at that. But Dabby Cab, let me know what you think.
Yeah, real quick run back because Nunya asked, do they usually let Peralta hang around for 6? Yeah, he's a 5 or 6 inning type of guy. One thing that's interesting when I just looked at that for you, he's not gone 7 innings once all season. Hasn't even gone into the 7th inning. It's weird. But 5 or 6 inning type of guy usually. Probably 5, but he might give you 6. On this one, I think I just like the over, man. I just, Cardinals have been doing enough. I know the Dodgers have been struggling at the plate since the All-Star break, but if you look, man, a lot of their games, like, last night, obviously, is an example, but then 10 runs with Milwaukee, 9 runs with Milwaukee, 9 runs with Milwaukee. They're trending towards, putting up runs here. I like runs today. I might bet it. I haven't bet it yet.
Fair enough. Bless you, Helga. All right. Well, I'm on officially here, Dabby. Full game money line +116. The team total is 3.5 -145. I thought about it. I'm not going to move on it. I'll just stick with the money line here. Prove to me, Bobby Miller, that you can throw major league innings. All right, next game, and we have 2 more games left on the board. So thank you guys, as always, for sticking around. One of the more interesting Say Hey plays of the year. By the way, Debbie Cab, 63% say yes to the song. Vocal haters, but I see the silent 63. I see you. I see all
Shit.
of you.
I forgot to ask you a question about your favorite player. What do you think Duran? I got a clip of him listening to that song. You want to hear what he said?
I don't. I think I know what he said. I think I know what he. Yeah, dude. Just if you yell tennis racket at Jaron Duran, you know what's coming next. That was
No,
hilarious.
it wasn't. See, that he actually somebody was singing that song to him, so that's what it was. He was responding to that.
Oh, God, fucking Jaron Duran, man. That guy is the definition of a meathead, big dumb dummy. All he fucking does is lift weights and cares about baseball and fucking doesn't think for one
Dude, you
second.
don't think somebody's recording you on a fucking baseball field, bro? Like, come
He's
on.
just fucking dumb. Like, I love the guy to death. He's just like a big, dumb golden retriever that cannot stop shitting in your house. He'll tear up your pillows, shit all over your carpet, and call you the hard F sometimes. But god damn it, you just gotta love him and say, stop it, please. Shout out to you, Craig Wood. That's not bad there. That's not bad. It's not bad. All right. Thank you to Marcus Waldron for shitting down his pants in the game yesterday. I lost. I think I like doubled up against him last time when I was shocked to see him pitch so well in Coors. We got our money back yesterday, so that was nice. But Dylan Cease here. Do you want to fade Dylan Cease? I mean, I don't. He's a fucking scary man. And this is one of your teams, Cab.
I've been telling you to get your futures in with the Padres. I've been saying it for a while.
You know, it's disgusting. Me and Jimmy talked about that as well. It was probably because I thought about you. I don't know, but
maybe because I fucking said it on the show.
And we talked about the Padres to make the to win their division, and we saw it one day. It was plus 1,200. We were both like, oh, that's pretty good. We didn't move on it. They complete the sweep of the Dodgers that weekend, or the next day, I guess, and then their odds dropped down to fucking plus 800 the next day, and we were both furious. And yeah, they're 2.5 games back. They're feeling good about themselves. I've been slandering the Dodgers all year and saying they're not going to win the World Series. They're not as good as their payroll says they are. I mean, I agree. I agree. I think the Padres are just rolling, and I find them scary to go against here, especially when Dylan Cease in Coors already this year. Again, somewhere you'd think a pitcher struggles. 7 innings, 1 hit, 1 earned run, 8 Ks, no walks. I don't know. I'm off. I don't want to fade Dylan Cease here. I tend to believe that I think he'll struggle a little more here in Coors. I don't believe a pitcher will go back to back. Well, it's not really back to back, but 2 consecutive Coors Field outings, domination. I don't know. Prove it to me, Dylan Cease. No action here for me. Markets in this game. 83% of the bets, 81% of the money on the San Diego Fathers here. Opened up at minus 192, now to minus 198. And totals wise here, we have 82% of the money, 86% of the bets. Excuse me, that's actually the opposite way on the over. And for the total, this went from an 11 to a 10.5 here. So expecting some decent pitching from Freeland and Cease seemingly. What do you think?
I think Cease will pitch well. I don't know about Freeland. I think the Padres need to bounce back quick here right now. You know, they got their ass smacked last night. So I wouldn't hate them on the run line. I just wish it wasn't minus, 130, 135 or worse. If I get a better number, I might take it, but I'm not taking a run line at that price. So let me see what the first 5 is real quick, but I'm sure that's not something I want to pay for either.
I guess I've been doing the show for so many days in a row that people are starting to pick up some of my tendencies. Dabby Cab, some of the words that
You're betting on the Rockies today.
No, well, Nunya says here, when I'm afraid to bet a game, I'm gonna just pull a Jose's move. These guys just got to prove it to me,
Huh.
and that might be what I have to say to myself to get me to bet something, Nunya. And you're fucking damn right about it. That's what happened yesterday, at least, with Marcus Waldron. But no, I think you're right, Nunya. It's very funny. I've got no action though, Dabby. Anything here for you officially?
No, I'm ready to recap. We've been doing this for a long time today.
Yes, well, we have one more game left. We'll talk about stacks and break down all of our plays here. And let's end it with Chris Thale. Dabby, there's some times where I can't believe people don't believe in curses. Like, curses are so real to me because I'm a Red Sox fan. And seeing Chris Sale go to the Braves, pitch like he did in 2018, and stay healthy is very much the most surprising thing of this season. I cannot believe it. It shocked me every day. I made a bet with one of my friends that this guy wouldn't make it to the playoffs. And yeah, he's the Cy Young fucking favorite. It is nuts to me here. All that being said, Dabby Cab, I don't want to back him at minus 200.
I just had an idea, though.
Oh, please tell me it.
Let me see what the price is.
Well, we know you can't. I'm about to say, we know you can't multitask here, so.
No, but I already did it pretty quickly, so suck it. If you put the Padres and Atlanta together, you can get plus 119. That sounds good. That sounds like a good bet.
That's not bad. Sorry, I was reading
sale. Yeah, fuck it, bro. I'm gonna bet that. Why not? I'll put $100.
I was reading Nunya's comment, and I was just shocked to hear that someone would call me from the South. I was like, "What the fuck?" And then I forget that I live in Texas and have for a while now. So most people will assume I'm from the South. I grew up in Virginia, so they were indeed in the Confederacy. So I guess that is the South as well. But Nunya, yeah, I guess so. I guess so. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say to that, Nunya. I just now you have me thinking of geography here. Dab Swig has a question for you here, saying Dabby saying parlay the Braves, Yankees Braves.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I just did the Padres with it, but I don't hate that either. I like it too.
The only quality I don't like about Swig is that he's a New York guy, and by him saying he wants to parlay the Yankees makes me feel like he's a Yankees guy over a Mets guy, and that really hurts my feelings, Swigs. I love you to death, but that hurts my feelings there. And shout out to Charles. Yeah, Newport News, Virginia Beach. We can talk Roanoke. You want to talk Halifax? We can talk that Alexandria, Danville. See, he just dropped in Alexandria as well. See, sure, Charles. Sure. Right. We can talk Lynchburg as well. Shout out to the Hillcats.
I'm good with that.
I do too. Yeah, let's move on here. I've got nothing on this game. I tend to want to fade the Braves, but and another under, obviously. But yeah, nothing for me. Shout out to Richmond as well. But Nunya, what do I know about Jamestown, dude? Come on. Fucking middle school and elementary school field trips to Jamestown, Nunya. Come on, dude. Come on. And shout out to Williamsburg. Yeah. Shout out to Busch Gardens, Charles. I love how this show has gone so many places, Cab. We've gone from Say Gay Plays and my lovely new intro.
That didn't go anywhere.
That it's a great time. And by the way, thank you to the 126 voters. 63% of you say yes. So the music stays. Beautiful.
Terrible.
There's only 4 more shows left, so don't worry.
I think that shit was rigged.
But shout out to you guys. We've gone to Helga's budding gambling career. She's now betting the Astros in some form or fashion. Jordan and the Astros probably. So this household will be rooting for your bets, Dabby Cab. Just let me have first 5. Please and thank you. Just let me have first 5. I would appreciate it. We've gone to Virginia Towns. We've gone everywhere here. First of all, let's start this recap with our guy Stacks. Stacks play of the day. Officially official here. And we're going to the NBA, WNBA.
Stacks, 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 stacks.
Shout out to Stacks Sykes over. I'm guessing that's Brittany. Brittany Sykes over 12.5 points, even money on the Mystics. As you can tell, I don't know, but shout out to you, Justin, and shout out to the Stacks play of the day. We'll hopefully have Justin on screen soon. He's getting his Wi-Fi figured out. So shout out to you, Justin, and shout out to Aaron Gaza. Nice to see you. Might have been calling him Garza the whole time, but shout out to you, Aaron.
New member and dropping a tip, man. That's blessing the action right there, man. We appreciate you.
Man, that's all we ask for. If you find some nugget of gold in this pile of shit that is Say Hey Plays sometimes, and you reach down and you grab that gold nugget, all we ask is you become a member, show some love. You want to throw us a tip our way to Pub Sports Radio, we appreciate that. Thank you, my guy, Aaron. And I'm curious to see what Brittany it is. Fuck yeah, I'm smart. Aaron, I'm curious to see what bet you hit yesterday or if you tailed something yesterday that has you going, Aaron. So it's nice to see you, Aaron. And hopefully it was the Red Sox. But Cab, please go first. Recap your action. Let's get out of here.
All right. Seager, 1.5 bases, plus 105. The first 5 over 4 in the Cleveland-Milwaukee game at plus 101. Alvarez over 1.5 bases, minus 120. I know that's moved, but I still like it. Alvarez over 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs, plus 110. I think that's now plus 105, but I still like it also. And then I threw that parlay together. Padres and the Braves, both on the money line at plus 119. How about that? Plus money, plus money, plus money, gang. Let's go. We're going to get paid today.
Wow, look at that. Plus money, Dabby, Cab. And by the way, shout out to all the new members.
I mean, the highest one was plus 119, but still, they're plus money. Okay?
They're plus. That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Yes.
Shout out to all of the members that joined us here today. Aaron and Helga. Helga, shout out to old Helga for joining the membership. I guess I'll find a way to welcome our new members in some form or fashion here to the program. So thank you guys for joining here. My official plays of the day. And, I didn't think I had that much action here today. Maybe it's because the show is all over the place. We had a lot of chicanery happen today. But I have a few bets. It's going to be a fun one. And Dabby Cab, I am team plus money as well with you here. Miami Marlins money line plus 164. Team total over 3.5 minus 110. Chicago White Sox first 5 plus 270. White Sox full game money line plus 308. Cardinals money line plus 116. And the under in Arizona Tampa Bay under 7. Even money there for me. So it's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a fun one. If you guys let me have White Sox first 5, I will gladly let you guys have full game in Jordan. Is that
what Helga's going with? Is Jordan in full game?
That is probably, yes. That is most likely what we'll be.
Okay, then I need to go ahead and bet that too, because I only had the props bet. But if Helga's actually going to trust me and go with what I said, then I'll bet it also.
You're betting $100 on this?
Hell yeah, Helga. That's how we win money. That's what I'm talking about.
Summer school money.
It's just shit all over my $25 unit. It's making me feel like a little bitch.
She said she wants to help pay bills or get the bills paid with gambling.
Fucking God. Unbelievable, Cab. She just shit all over me right there. Okay, well, I have some couples counseling to go to now after this program. I cannot believe that. Jesus Christ. Thank you guys all for making this program very fun today. I went a lot of different places. I'm glad you guys stuck around for it all. Don't forget, $150 horse race this Thursday. So sign up, become a member. It's going to be a whole lot of fun, a lot of heats. Helga, Aaron Gaza, the whole crew going to be a gold member racer this week. So it's going to be very fun to see what happened. And yeah, Nasty Nate, I think old Helga is my favorite capper as well. I think I agree with that as well. But next week, the first college football live stream for one. Dabby, Cab, you already know what game you're doing, right?
Well, I mean, have you looked at the games? Obviously not, because there's only one game even worth doing. We're going to be live for Florida State, Georgia Tech.
Okay, sure.
Can't wait. You know, Florida State's under a touchdown in the first half. Obviously, I'm going to be on it. Florida State first half, -6.5 is what it is right now. You can go ahead and lock it in if you want to.
Yeah, by the way, Justin is right. That's Helga tells Dabby just nothing from me here. So just you.
He wants to win, Justin.
I mean, that makes sense.
Real recognize real type shit. That's what it is.
Yeah, that is. You know, I can't argue with any of that. But let's wrap up this bitch here. So appreciate everyone again. Nasty Nate in here. Helga talking shit to Nasty Nate. Nunya, Justin, Philly Eagle Flyers, Swiggy. Thanks for all you do, my man, my dude. Thank you, my dude, for putting your my dude's play of the day. Even though you're not putting POD, but we know how that goes. My guy. So I hope you're not gonna worry about that either. Old E, Mr. Connolly, Steve Fehrenbach, Charles, if you don't become a member after if we have a winning day here, Charles, and you don't become a member, I'm going to find you, and I'm going to be very disappointed. Drewski, all of you guys. Thank you guys all for joining here. Let's wrap this show up. Thank you, Dabby Cab, as always. You're not going to be here next Saturday, huh?
Well, I mean, you need to hurry the fuck up next Saturday, too, because you need to be on the Florida State stream with me by 11 a.m.
Well, I can definitely try my best. I might be a little late, like 30-ish minutes, but I'll join.
You're going to have to do it a little, or you're going to have to start a little early. Special edition on the last episode, 30 minutes early.
That's going to fucking kill me.
Make it to kickoff, bro. We're starting with the shotgun to start the season. So you got to bring a cold beer. We're going to shotgun one. Helga can do it too.
Yeah, I have a bunch of disgusting ass lime beers and Trulies, so can't wait. Yeah, no, I'm down. I'll try my best there for sure. Is Dutch going to be on? Is his team? Because Dutch has to be on because Dabby, if Dutch is on, I'm going to talk shit about Florida State.
He's going to bet Georgia Tech though. He already said he is, and I told him that's a bad bet.
Good. I hope he does. I'm going to talk shit about Florida State the whole time. It's going to be fun. Yeah. I don't like Florida State at all. They're one of my least favorite schools. So, all right. Thanks, guys. Let's get the fuck out of here. And I mean, obviously, we know what we're closing with. 63%, baby.
Down in the hollow we gather round, spreading good vibes with money to be found. Baseball on the mind, best relay with the best chat on YouTube. We say, hey, play. Handicapping games, we know the score. Talking stats and runs will make you roar. Ain't no better way to spend the day than laughing and betting with say hey plays. Handicapping games, we know the score. Talking stats and runs will make you roar. Ain't no better way to spend the day than laughing and betting with say hey plays. Say hey plays where the odds are sweet. We make the picks and you can feel the beat. With a grin and a chuckle, we never sway, making money and memories that say, hey, hey.